Hello, everybody, and welcome to Michigan International Speedway. Here for yet another Goatco event. This time, it brings us to Michigan and Brooklyn. Here in the grand state of Michigan. Race number 15 out of 36 on the Goatco 2025 season. We're getting ready to have a great race tonight. I am joined tonight by Gavin Beers 12. Beers, we are once again back in Michigan. We came here last season. We're back again. What do you expect out of these drivers tonight? Yeah, so far we're about to see, honestly, some great racing. We know drivers love to fan out 6, 7 wide on the restarts. Wouldn't be surprised if we see more of that today. You see your pole winner, and that's gonna be Ryan New in the number 30 car. So he's getting ready to go. Gonna be a great race tonight. We know how strong Ryan is on these mile and a halves. He's won many of them this season. Tyler's been better on the shorter, flatter ovals, while Ryan's been really good on those big tracks. Push your foot down, go. So it looks like they might be qualifying right now. I just saw a car on track, so gonna be a great one tonight. Tyler is out on his qualifying lap. I expect to see a lot of chaos tonight. What do you think Ryan's gonna do, honestly, to try to get this one done? Because he's losing that points lead to Tyler slowly but surely. Yeah, we know track position. It's a big thing here, especially at Michigan. It can affect whether you're going to be up front at the end or not. Again, going to be a great race tonight. Did not mean to do that. Alrighty. Someone just joined the booth. Oh, it's Blake. Hello, Blake. Is it not full screen? I don't see my task, but you're watching the stream on Discord. Yep. What a great update to let us know that he sucks. Starting at P number 2, that's gonna be Tyler McDonald. So gonna be very interesting to see these guys duke it out all night. But then you have the classic one. That's gonna be Autumn, man. She has been sneaky fast this season at some of these tracks. Of course, won the Daytona 500, but is now looking to come back at a similar, not a super speedway style, but she's looking to maybe go win another similar drafting-ish track. Yeah, go ahead and drop your picks down below of who's going to get it done tonight. We got a lot of drivers in the field. We got Ryan New, Tyler McDonald, Blake Garcia, and Autumn, and the Autumn's in the 98 tonight. And then you have Cooper Brackens as well. So drop your pick of who's going to get done out of that group. I'm going to have to go for my pre-race pick. I cannot bet against Ryan New on these big tracks, but I think he's one of the best drivers in the field on the big tracks. What do you think? Yeah, we should be gridding here and getting ready to go here very, very soon. But I think a big thing here is to keep in mind is you have to stay on top of adjustments. If you're not on top of adjustments, it's going to affect you in the long run. We've talked about that, Gavin, all season long. Some of these races have come down to caution fest, but others have just spread out racing, and you got to have a long run car to stay in it or even catch the other guy. So we're gridded. Ryan New is starting on pole. Tonight, track temp's going to be about 78 degrees. It's going to be a tire rubber is going to be about 80%. So we're going to see a lot of probably tire wear and other stuff like that. We're going to interview our pole sitter for tonight's race. That's going to be Ryan New in the number 33, man. You got the pole done. We were just talking about how you've done a great job on these big tracks this year. How you feeling about tonight? All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think there's a lot of talk around in the garage. Your points deficit to Tyler is pretty large. Is there any chance you catch it by the end of the regular season? Yeah, I mean, I think getting wins is the most important thing tonight, and you're looking at poised to get another big track win. We talked about it all season, man. You're pretty good where you need to be on the short tracks, and the road courses. But man, if there's a big track, I am never betting against you, man. You're one of the best. How does the car feel, by the way? Was it good in qualifying? All right. Yeah, don't beat yourself. All right. Good luck for tonight, man. Go get a stage win so we can interview again. Yeah, it's going to be Ryan and the number 33 car. He's looking again to get another one of these trophies. We're going to we'll pull Autumn in here. Autumn's going to be the driver of the number 98 car. She is starting, what? Are you starting third tonight? Yeah, I mean, that's great that you're making more starts. I expect you to be strong tonight, especially since you are qualifying third. But tell me a little bit about the track, Autumn. How does the track change throughout the race, and how do you adjust on that? Hmm. So is tire saving going to be a real big thing? All right. Well, good luck in this one. You got one to go to green. You should be able to be up front. Yep. Autumn, driver the number 98. Daytona 500 champion. All right, Gavin, we're about to get going green here, man. What do you think? Field's looking strong. Yeah, elbows out is a very key, important thing. There's Ryan New getting ready to lead this monster field of cars to the green flag here in Michigan. We know the speeds are high. I wonder if we're going to see any tempers be high as well today with the playoffs close again. You mentioned it. Alrighty, let's get this one going. Ryan New and Tyler McDonald, best friends off the track, hardcore competitors on the track. Let's get it going to the restart zone here at Michigan International Speedway. Let's go racing here at Michigan. More green flag racing. Whoa! Down into 3. Autumn got really loose. You heard her talking about that, how she has little practice. That could be one of those mistakes. Tyler's going to back up the corner. Ryan will take the early lead, but here comes Tyler through 3 and 4. Can he get a run off 4? I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's going to try to use that draft, though. Down the front straightaway. Ryan will lead the first lap. And look at this absolute logjam here in the back fighting for third on back. Yeah, we know how the speeds usually get up here, so I'm not really surprised these guys are battling that hard early. Look at this absolute craziness right here, guys. It is continuing to go back. Look at this guy. Look at Blake Garcia, man. He's making up spots. He's right there. Look at him. He's all the way on the apron trying to get the side draft on Brad Keselowski in the 6. Whoa, big crash! Noah Gregson's around. Huge incident in turns 1. Entering one of the strangest corners on the racetrack. The 4 gets turned, and the early caution waves here. Wow, that was big. That was a big hit. Oh yeah, big crash right there. We're going to go ahead and close the ticker because it's not operating properly, but we'll take a look at replay for you guys here in a sec. Wow, you saw that. I mean, I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Again, we talked about the aggressiveness here in Michigan. Playoffs closing in. How aggressive are you going to be? And some people just pushing it too fast, too early. So, very interesting to see. Big crash, though, early. What? Hold on. Okay, my bad. I do not know why Gavin was muted the entire time. OBS reset all my settings. That's awesome. Sorry about that. All right, Beers. Now they can hear you.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. So I don't know why I did that. My apologies. OBS likes to do that to me. Reset all my settings. Big early incident. Ticker's back up. I fixed that. So. All right. Gavin, speak.
Hello?
All right, there we go. Just opening the audio properties. Yeah. I mean, are we really surprised that we saw that incident early? I mean...
No. We talked about it before, how the playoffs closing in. Everybody's going to have to be so aggressive. Such a wide racetrack here at Michigan as well. Fast speeds, one of the fastest racetracks we go to. And just a little mistake can take such a lot of drivers with them. We compare this racetrack to super speedways you were talking about earlier, and that is exactly what that looked like. Just a little mistake by 1-2 drivers entering the corner, and a whole bunch more were taken out with them.
Yeah, not surprised. We are going to go back green flag racing here. 5 laps in 120, so 116 to go in the race. But we'll get the stages pulled up for you in just a moment. But aggression is high, and that big first crash proved that immediately. Well, it's been a crazy start to this one so far. Ryan New and Tyler McDonald did not trade positions. I feel like everybody's close to where they were just because I feel like that run was just not long enough to really get it started. So, all right. We got our stages, 30 and 60 laps. So, yes, let's get this back underway.
Question is this the last caution that we see for the short run right now, or do we get another one? What do you think?
I mean, there's a lot of things that kind of factor into whether we're getting another yellow. I think with that number 98 car right there, we know she is aggressive, so she's probably going to try to put it 3 wide off the start if she gets a good restart. We saw her kind of, lose it going into 1 last time, or off 2, so we'll have to see here. Anyways, back to the restart zone. Let's get it going. Ryan New and Tyler McDonald, we're back racing. What a jump for the top 3. They are gone and away.
And everybody behind them is stacked up. The top 3 pulling away. Everybody else back there is packed up entering turn 1. That allowed the 3 leaders to pull away, get a single file, and look at the gap they have on everybody else.
Yeah, here comes Tyler to the inside of Ryan. Ryan kind of cut off the track a little bit there. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the 28 car. He wants the lead. He'll take it. 28 to P number 1.
Yeah, we saw him get a little high on the first start of the race. This time he got it back. Now he's in the lead through 3 and 4. Ryan running the bottom lane, a lane lower than the 28 car. He's trying to track him down, but to no avail off turn 4.
We heard Ryan say, oh, I've won 5 out of 6 here. Well, maybe this 28 car's here to stop that. He has currently got the lead, but Ryan's going to have a run on him, probably entering turns 1 and 2. Here he comes to the inside. The 33 wants the lead. Can he get it? Look how loose Tyler is on the outside. Can he get the drive off? Tyler's way up the track. Denny Hamlin's coming off pit road. A little bit of a lap car, making it troublesome for Ryan to complete the pass.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think that slowed the 33 down just a little bit, but now he's going to look to the inside again through 3 and 4. Last time he couldn't make it work, but this time he's far more ahead than he was a lap ago. He's on the inside of Tyler, going to try to slide up and clear in front of him. Can't do it, but it's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line, and Ryan is going to take the lead back away.
Good job for Ryan, man. He has got an early start here. Look at the 33, though. Look at his telemetry entering the turns 1 and 2. Look how fast this car is. Look at the RPMs. Currently running first. Great battle off, too. Look how loose that 33 car is getting. He is driving it in there, and he is making it know that he wants this win, but it just cost him a lot of time and spots. Here comes Autumn to the inside of the 33.
Yeah, going to slide up the racetrack just a little bit there. The 33 running the top lane, trying to swing the corners as wide as possible is what he did off turn 2 when he was right on the door of Tyler to carry as much speed as he can. The closer you cut the turn to the inside line, the more speed you lose. So really, you want to swing all the way up to the wall on the exit. That's what cost him a little bit of time with Tyler on his outside, but he's able to hold off Autumn in second so far, trying to track down Tyler once again. He's going to get a little bit wide off turn 2, but so far, so good.
He'll take that spot back, not letting Autumn have it without any trouble. Right now, though, Tyler's trying to open up a gap and get away from the 5-time winner here at Michigan. I mean, I think the biggest thing here is look at this guy. Just out of the top 5, Blake Garcia, great early run speed, currently flying in that 07 machine. He now is going to have to get after Cedric for that 4th spot. We know how strong Blake can be on these early runs. So it's all about can he adjust for the late run and not screw that up. But I have faith that Blake's going to get back to victory lane very, very soon. Been showing speed. Now it's all about putting a whole run together.
Oh, absolutely. We saw him have great long run speed a week ago. Looking for the same thing here today. So far, still green after that first initial caution, that lap 5 restart. He's still green so far. That long run should be kicking in pretty soon if he has a car anything like he did last week. He's still trying to track down Austin Cindric, but he's getting closer every lap. But so is the 22 of Logano closing in on Blake entering turn 1. That draft on the straightaways is so important for all these guys. Whoa. As Logano's going to try his outside.
Logano really does want that spot. Always Joe's going to get ran off the track a little bit there. But right now, Garcia's holding on to the top 5, trying to chase down Logano's teammate and his other, also Citric, and his other teammate of Ryan Dew. Right now, though, Tyler up front is running way faster lap times than the 33 car. We'll check out this time, but last time it was 2/100ths faster, so Tyler's definitely keeping a gap. Ryan is a little bit faster, but he's definitely got in that draft range, so don't count out Tyler to be able to defend himself here. But Ryan's got a strong car. We know he knows how to get around in Michigan here.
Yeah, I think Tyler so far is maybe better in the corners. I think the advantage for Ryan New is down the straightaways with that draft. But it's really about making the corner and who can run a better line. The high line obviously going to have a little bit more speed than the low line. We see Tyler running just about the middle of the racetrack. Ryan running a lane lower than him. So it's going to allow him to carry more speed on the exit and get more draft, which is what he's trying to do to catch up. But that gap still staying the same, about 5/10 back, 6/10 now at the start-finish line. So McDonald holding a steady wheel. Ryan New really not gaining or losing.
Yeah, lap times are going to show Ryan's really only a couple tenths off. But that number 98 of Autumn's not going away either. We talked about, whoa, look at that 33 get loose in turn 2. Wow, whoa, he's going to smack the wall. Off turn 2, the 33's in a little bit of trouble. That's not what you want to have. And then here comes the 98. She's going to close in. She can smell blood in the water, and she wants that position.
Yeah, and that gap for the lead went from 6/10 off turn 2 to 8/10 now through 3 and 4 as he got loose and hit the wall. Autumn closing in on him for second down the front stretch once again. Now McDonald almost has a second lead over Ryan New, but Autumn really isn't closing much. We see a little bit there on the end of the straightaway after Ryan's issue, maybe a little lift there from the 98 after he had that issue, but really not much gains by any of those two cars running second and third.
Well, we always talk about this every week. Ryan never qualifies good, or does it usually, and he usually is in the back for the first stage. But once you're kind of, not even the back, but he's just mid-pack, maybe in the 10th spot. But usually by stage 2, like end of stage 2 and beginning of stage 3, he is up there, and he is looking like the best car on track. So this was a really good qualifying effort by the 33 team, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get better than the number 28, either in the long run or after they make some adjustments.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. We see that every week as Ryan's starting to close that gap a little bit on Tyler McDonald, down to 8/10 from what it was, about 2/10 slower than that a lap or two ago, closing the gap, trying to get that draft down the straightaway, still to no avail. Blake Garcia making his way up to 4th. He got by Austin Cindric, holding off Joey Logano right now, and he's trying to track his way up into the top 3.
Yeah, Autumn's a little bit ahead of Blake, so she's going to have to go running high. Yeah, she's pretty far in front of Blake. Blake right now, have to see at the line. Tyler is pitting along with Garcia. Pit road has begun. Tyler and the 07 and the number 28 are both on it. Let's see who has the better pit stop out of the 28, the 98, and the 33. Pit stops a little early, but really not surprised. We're just kind of, these guys love to play pit strategy. You know they do. Here's Tyler. We're going to look at a zoomed out shot. I would assume Ryan's coming in next time by. So Tyler's off and away. There he goes. Look at Garcia driving through everybody's pit box. They're off and away.
Yeah, I think Blake made up some time, too, as you see Ryan at the start-finish line right now about to enter turn 1 and see where he cycles out in relation.
Is he going to get him? Blake's trying to get back up to speed here. He's just a little bit too far behind. Yeah, Blake will get lapped.
Yeah, he'll get past. Going to see where Tyler comes out in relation to him, what speed he has.
Far.
A big gap. Yeah, a big gap right there. He'll be safe from the lead lap as Ryan still has to come down pit road. So Blake will cycle out in front of him and unlap himself once Ryan comes to pit road. He's coming in this time, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to follow
join him. You know, for not being teammates, they sure are operating on basically, they're running all the same lines, and currently they're both on pit road together. So Autumn may be trying to learn something from the veteran Ryan. So far, though, Ryan, this is going to be the most interesting. Will he be able to get out before the number 28? We're going to watch in the top left. Look at your screen. See if that number 28 Swedish Fish Mobile.
Oh, he had to back up. Shot the box too far. He had to back up. That'll cost him some time. Going to see where Tyler comes in relation to him, but he's going to get at least a second.
Number 98 is going to jump up on pit road. Great stop by Autumn. She's gone it away. And here comes Tyler. Tyler will take the lead back once everybody cycles through. But did Blake get his lap back? We'll have to see. Yes, there's Blake. Look at how much time. If Blake's on the lead lap, he is, dude. Blake just made up so much time. He's still coming. Here comes the 07. He's going to try to jump the 33. He will, as in the 98 is breaking a little bit. He'll jump her too. What a pit stop and pit strategy. They short pitted him, Tyler and Blake, and they'll jump him on pit road.
Yeah, they short pitted him, and then those two that came down a lap after it, Autumn and Ryan, both overshot their box just a little bit. We saw they had to both back up ever so slightly to fit in their box so they don't get a penalty, and that really allowed Tyler and Blake to get a huge gain on them and get by them on the exit of the pit stop.
Yep, 10 laps to go till this stage ends. So we got some valuable stage points probably on hand coming up. Whoa! There goes
Ryan sideways!
He's going to save it. 33 car.
What a save. That thing was wrecking sideways. Good thing Michigan has a huge apron.
Oh, never mind. I guess there wasn't a yellow. It's just a caution through this part. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. And just cold tires, man. I'm going to bet that's the problem. You're just trying to get too much, too fast. Got past the 98, but those cold tires are not going to behave. So It's not what you want to happen. Ryan loses a bit of time, not too much, but he will lose a bit of time on him. Parker Klickerman's your current leader, but he still's got to come down pit road. Joey Logano going past him.
It's a good thing Michigan has that long backstretch apron, very
It's
wide.
been a
Because if it
great,
was
great
a
start
different
to this.
racetrack, he would absolutely have hit that inside wall. But still good so far. As we see a battle here between Joey Logano. He's going to take that lead away from Parker Kligerman. I think both of these cars still have to come to pit road.
They
Yes, they
do.
do.
Parker looks like he might be coming in. Is he backing up? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
All right. Keep in mind, still 9 laps till the stage. I know that the little green bars in up there to show you the laps it's broken, but currently that number 75 is on pit road. Have to see who pits and who doesn't. Who's going to stay out for those stage points? Kyle Larson is still racing in this big gaggle of cars. Look at this mess. Everybody's merging it off and on pit road. Look at this. Down the back straightaway.
This is wild. This is an absolute mess back here. Kyle Larson wanted to get through it. Denny Hamlin made that early pit stop. He's in the middle of this pack as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they could all hang on till the end of the stage.
I would imagine that pit stop was not planned for Denny. I would almost bet. So right now, it's been a great start to the race for the player cars. Will the AI be able to catch up? We'll have to see. But right now, look at this. These guys are still running in the back just because. Look at Parker Kligerman getting off. But it's all just because of pit strategy. That's the biggest thing. Looks like Ryan got past the number 98 of Autumn. So, and then Garcia is ahead of him. And then I believe Tyler's jumped way up the leaderboard. Tyler's just praying a bunch of these guys coming to pits, which that just is what happened. But 28 cars moved up as well. A lot of guys on pit road.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of cars on pit road. I was just about to say, I wonder if anybody will try to stay out till the end of the stage and get those stage points, but I don't believe so. You see Custer, Keselowski both coming into pit road. That allowed Jones to take the lead away with Briscoe following him. They're going to stay out another lap as we get closer to the end of the stage.
Yeah, I mean, you always just want to play the pit strategy and get the most points possible. But, I mean, is there a strategy? Well, Gavin, let me ask you this: if you think you got a shot to win, are you playing for points? Or are you playing for the strategy to get the most points? Or are you playing for the strategy to win?
If you're playing the strategy to win, I would say track position would be more important, and you don't worry about the points. That's generally what happens. But early in the race like this, you could really kind of set it up, and it depends on when cautions fall, really, to see who can have what and how that will affect the strategy.
So,
But if you're playing to get a win, then stage points are not a question.
yeah, right now Jones and Briscoe are coming about down pit road, so that means Blake Garcia and Tyler McDonald's going to inherit the lead. But Garcia will cycle to second with about 4 laps to go in this stage. Great pit call by the Texas Heat teammates to come in a lap earlier and short pit Autumn and Ryan. Autumn's lost some spots as well. She's lost some spots. Or no, she just gained. Lost spot to Joey Logano, it looks like. Maybe Joey. Yeah, Joey looks like he probably already made his pit stop. So, early shenanigans early on. We hit that big crash. And then Ryan kind of almost spun himself, but he saved it. Ryan's had some close calls tonight, man. But we can tell he's pushing really hard. He wants to win this race for a 6th time. So, wouldn't be surprised if he gets it done tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Those mistakes early or something that right now you just have to brush off and say, okay, that happened. Now we got to regain control and save it for the end of this race, because that was 3 moments that he had that almost wrecked that car. But so far he's able to hang on to it. And still, right now, think a bigger picture as Blake is heating up his back bumper. They are very close to each other off turn 2.
It looks like Blake actually got passed by Ryan, which makes a little bit of sense. Ryan is a quick car. Blake's on the back bumper of him, though. They're 6 seconds back, respectively, so I don't think they're definitely not a shot to get the stage done, but they're definitely got a shot to pass each other for P number 2. That's another point. So, currently, Ryan New was trying to hold off Blake Garcia. About 3 laps to go on the stage.
Yeah, Ryan is pulling away ever so slightly. You're right, he did pass him through 1 and 2 last lap, and now he's starting to pull away ever so slightly. Blake going to try that top lane to get a big run off the corners and use that banking to his advantage, but still, I don't think it's enough to match that 33 speed down the straightaway. He's going to have a little bit of draft. You see him gain just ever so slightly, but I do not believe he's going to be able to catch up till the end of the stage.
Yeah, right now, I mean, yeah, hold on. Blake just got a bit of a run right there. Not going to be able to catch up for the stage victory. Blake could have a shot. He's having a definitely a decent lap of the 07, but probably will not be enough. So currently the 07 trailing the 33, who seems to be lightning fast. But can he beat the number 28 of Tyler McDonald, who's a little loose coming off turn 2?
Right now, no. Right now, Tyler has pulled out to his own zip code. He's entering 3. Second place is just entering the backstretch right now. So he's got a massive lead. No mistakes can be made by for the 28 right now. There's Ryan entering turn 3. Tyler was just exiting turn 4. So I think Tyler's going to have an easy cruise to victory. But Ryan is gaining ever so slightly, but it's still not going to be enough to get there till the end of the stage.
Not for the end of the stage, as we're coming up to that 2 laps. But maybe at the end of the race on a long run, potentially Ryan could have a good car. Tyler McDonald's all the number 28 car out front currently. Logano there as well. You see him in the top 5. Looking a little bit farther back, Alex Bowman side by side with Brad Keselowski right now. This is for 13th and 12th. Not really factor stage points, which that is going to be Autumn, which she's heated up a little bit with Ma Buchanan, the number 57. Oh! Crazy stuff.
Yeah, contact on the backstretch. The 98 lost a lot of positions. Last time we saw, she was running in 4th, or rather 5th, and now she's all the way back to 9th. Losing 10th right now up the racetrack. So she's trying to hang on to the end of this stage. Maybe made some bad adjustments on that car. She gets into the wall off turn 4 and almost into the 48 of Bowman. Here comes Eric Jones with a big run on both of them, but she is desperately waiting for this stage to end.
Yeah, she definitely wants the stage to be over. McDonald, though, dominates the opening stage here at Michigan. Tyler McDonald coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. The number 28 car will win stage 1 here at Michigan. Early stage victory for Tyler. Getting another playoff point. He'll get it done again. Tyler McDonald, that's your millionth stage win this season. Try to keep it
PP
close.
point!
PP point indeed. Congratulations again on your stage victory, man. How does the car feel?
Car feels great. Car feels loose, though. We got to make a little bit of an adjustment here on the stop. But other than that, car's feeling pretty good. Me and Ryan are about the same speed. He just had a little bit rough of a pit entry there. So, yeah, I'm excited for when we all get battling again.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee it's going to be a one heck of a race to watch. Yeah, pit strategy there was just kind of key of the stage, and we'll go do it again stage 2, I guess.
Yeah, so, what's the mentality? Do you want to keep that loose race car and keep it fast, or would you rather tighten it up?
Oh, I'd much rather a loose race car than tight here in Michigan. It's easier. You have more options to keep your speed with a loose race cars here. With tight, you're just kind of at the hands of the boundaries of the racetrack. So
yeah,
yeah, we'll keep it on the looser side. I don't want to tighten it up, but yeah, we'll just make it comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense, man. All right, good luck for the rest of the race.
Thank you. Have fun.
Did not mean to cut him off there. Did not mean to cut you off.
I just said thank you. You guys enjoy. That's
okay, yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun up here. Make some noise.
Ah!
All right, well, didn't mean to say that, but I should have worded my phrase a little bit better. But here we go, coming out pit road. Tyler McDonald and Ryan New, Blake Garcia, all coming into the pits. Pits are open, and everybody's coming in.
Yeah, nobody's staying out here. So it's a fresh slate of cars for the second stage. It's going to be interesting to see. We saw that last restart. Everybody got very spread out before turn 1. So I think this time if they stay closer together, we're going to have more battles on our hands here. As they come down pit road, we're going to see who's able to win that battle off pit road.
You know, last time, though, we didn't have Blake Garcia, so that's going to make an interesting little ripple that we have not seen yet. Going to be a good restart, I would assume. Let's see who gets the race off pit road, though. Coming up out of the pit boxes, Blake Garcia, fast stop, 07. Here he comes, Blake Garcia. Jumps Tyler and Ryan both on pit road. He'll take it.
That's where you have to get it. If your car isn't that fast enough to pass them on the racetrack, pit road is the best spot to get by them, and that is what he did. He'll be starting stage 2 from the front row.
Yeah, going to be a great restart. Also, if you have not seen it, ACS Racing Network just posted a stop motion race, so I'm going to watch that after the race, but you guys should go watch that as well. It's going to be a good race. Just scoring Daniel Suarez out front. Did Daniel Suarez stay out?
I broke stages into lap 62. I'm goated on pit road.
So, okay. 62. I guess we're being shown now. All right, though. Going to be a great restart here. You know, I'm going to pull him back in and make sure. You mean stage 2 ends on lap 62?
Whatever I said, that's what I meant.
Okay, so stage 2 ends on lap 62. Okay. All righty. Daniel Suarez being scored the leader currently. It looks like he's playing a little bit of strategy to get some track position. This is going to be an interesting dynamic because that means Blake is not the control car off the start.
Yeah, I'm curious to see about that as well because he's going to be put, I believe, probably on the outside line, I would say, which is the preferred lane, I would say, through 1 and 2. If you could roll that speed around the outside of the corner, but the bottom, if you get a great restart, you're able to slide up in front of him, then you're absolutely going to clear and take that lead away. So it's going to be interesting to see which car on the front row gets a better restart.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Also, you want to know what grinds my gears?
What?
When somebody asks me for my stop motion graphics or a wall graphic or for something on their tracks. I don't like that. Don't do that. All right.
That was pretty random.
You'll see the context later.
Got it.
All right. Daniel Suarez plays some pit strategy, and he's on the front row for the restart. Texas Heat is, they're kind of closing in around him, so he better get a good restart. But I don't know how good of a restart he's going to be able to get on those old tires.
I don't think he's going to hold up too well, especially here at Michigan. You're going to need fresh tires to compete for a long term. If he's hoping for a quick caution, then that's not a bad strategy. It could definitely happen. But for the long run to end the stage, that is not the strategy I'd want to be on.
No, I do not want to be on that strategy either. Here we go to the restart zone. Suarez and Garcia will lead us back to the green flag here. Look at Ryan with a big push to Garcia. He goes right off. The 99 does not go, and he's going to hold up Tyler McDonald.
If there's those old tires, they don't get going. They start spinning on the track, and that allowed the top three once again to get pulled away, just like we saw that last restart. The inside lane doesn't go, and it allows the 3 leaders to pull away, but back behind him, they're 2 and 3 wide off turn 2.
Look at Garcia. He'll clear for the lead. The 07 out front.
And Ryan trying to track him down, both on the same strategy. Ryan running a little bit lower. He's going to hug that yellow line through the turn. Blake with a little bit of a slide in the middle of the racetrack. That's going to allow the 33 to get a big run on him down the front stretch.
Big run. The 33 is going to go right below the 07. He'll have it at the line, but can he clear him? Into 1 and 2. Don't count out the number 98 either. Autumn's there. The 33 is going to have to fight back against Garcia, who's going to have a run on the outside, down the back straightaway.
And she's ready to strike if these two get together. Daniel Suarez came down pit road, so he is now on the new tires as well, but they still stay side by side into turn 3. Blake on the high side. Ryan rolls the bottom. Autumn coming up, and here's Tyler McDonald, the 4 players in this race right now. They're trying to contend for the lead.
Crossover.
And it's Blake who's going to go to the inside now.
Crossover by the 07. He's got the preferred line now. That 07's driving great in clean air. What a run for Garcia early in stage 2. Can he hold it on the bottom? Ryan's going to have to run on the outside. He'll clear him. Blake's going to have to stop the bleeding here. He's going to lose maybe another spot to Autumn.
And we heard Tyler when we talked to him after winning the stage. He said once the 4 guys get packed up here at the start of this race and are able to battle for the lead, it's going to be one heck of a show, and that is exactly what it is. The top 4 pulling away, and what a show this is going to put on right now.
All right, here comes Garcia. He's going to have to not get split 3. The number 98 is just going to push him down the front straightaway, going to give him the run on the 33 of Ryan New. Can he make anything of it? Entering turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide up to the outside. Ryan's going to take the lane away. Tyler's all the way on the bottom. Here comes Autumn. 3 wide for second place.
Oh, way up, almost into the 07. Now she's able to clear in front of him. Side by side, they stay for second down the back stretch. But Blake, the big loser in that battle right now, and all of that battling for second is going to allow Ryan to pull away with the lead.
Ryan just wants to see these guys battle, especially Tyler McDonald, because he is pretty strong here, running the fastest times of this group. Now, it's all about draft. If you can stay in the draft, you got a great shot at staying up here and battling for this lead. Like I just said, here comes the number 98 of Autumn to the inside. She wants P number 2 from Tyler McDonald.
Way down to the inside and hugs that yellow line, rather. Off turn 2 they go, stay side by side. Now she's going to tuck back in line. And these three battling back here for second really allows Ryan to pull away, especially in the corners. They slow each other down so much with the side draft on the straightaways. If you're either one of them battling, what would you do? Would you go for that position, or would you stay in line and try to catch the 33 so you can battle for the lead?
I don't think it matters anymore because Tyler got some separation, and now he's looking to get past the 33 and get clean air once again on the nose of that 28 car. Ryan's going to go up to block his outside lane. We can tell that outside, you want to rip that middle lane or even sometimes the top lane to try to get a run off the corner. That's what you want to do. Oh, there goes the 98. She almost loses it, and as they're doing that, these guys are crossing each other over down the back straightaway.
A close call there. The 28 and the 33 almost got together. Tyler had to back out of it. Couldn't get a run to get past him, but he's running a little bit higher up on the racetrack, and to give him just a little bit more speed off the corner. So if he stays in line with the 33, he should be able to draft them, pull to the outside, entering turn 1. Ryan, still the leader at the start-finish line. Here they come to turn 1. The 28 right on his bumper. He's going to enter just ever so slightly higher than Ryan, but it's to no avail so far.
It's to get that clean air. That 28, that's what he wants. He wants clean air on the nose. He's not going to be able to get there off too, but he's going to have a run down the back straightaway, to the inside, to the outside. Can the 28 find a way around? Here we go. That's also bringing Blake Garcia back into this mess as well. Through 3 and 4. Look at Blake setting it in there. Can the 28 get to the outside of the 33? Whoa! Crossover! Here comes the 28 car to the inside. He's making a move for the lead.
And they're going to side draft each other big down the front stretch. Watch Blake, see how much closer he gets from where he was. 4/10 of that gap so far, but Tyler's going to rocket to the lead through 1. Ryan's going to fight back up top.
Ryan has used that outside lane, always way up the track. He'll tag the wall, but he's still battling for the lead. He still took the lead off that. The 33's got a hell of a race car, and he just took the lead back after smacking the outside wall. Tyler to the inside. Here he comes. He's trying to take the lead back, but no, to no avail. The 33 of Ryan will rocket back on the outside, side drafting each other down the front straightaway.
Blake is just waiting for these two to get together. He is so close to those two, but can't make anything of it so far. He's just waiting for the moment they make contact or both go up the racetrack for him to pounce and take that lead away. But still, they stay side by side for the lead through 1 and 2.
Ryan's going to rocket back. Can he clear the 28 car? He will. But we know how that 28 just likes to set up runs, and he's trying to desperately pass the 33, but he can. And you can only imagine what they're doing to their tires with this battle.
And a lap car coming up in front. Denny Hamlin going to have to see how that affects the battle for the lead as well. He's very close there. Suarez is there as well. So 2 lap cars coming up. They're still side by side for the lead at the start-finish line. Ryan able to clear so far. Tyler slides in right behind him. Now looks to the outside, and there's that lap traffic. Who is going to have to lift out to get around him?
Yeah, here we go. This is going to make things interesting. That number, that's Daniel Suarez. Ryan's going to go up the block. Oh, they're both loose. They synchronized dance coming off turn 2. And Ryan will get the advantage. But here comes Garcia. He's going to take advantage. Blake to the inside. Can he get the 2-for-1 special at McDonald's? He'll get 1. Can he get 2? Wrapping the yellow lane on the bottom.
Oh, he's going to slide up, but he had a great 3 and 4. He was able to roll the bottom of the corner so well. 3 wide for the lead now at the start-finish line.
Garcia making things spicy here at Michigan. Entering 1. What are they going to do? Who's going to back out first? Can they make it stick? The 07 to the 33. Watch the 28. What's he going to do? Oh, they're going to slide.
Sideways to 33.
There goes Ryan. He's going to save it. What is going on here in Michigan? Blake's going to come out the beneficiary of all of that. He'll take the lead.
And just as we said before, Blake was waiting for his moment to pounce, and there it was. He went straight to the lead. No questions asked, and now he's going to try to pull away. 3/10 is the gap so far off turn 4.
That is impressive. Can you believe what we just saw? That is crazy racing. That's why we love Michigan.
And Tyler's going to have a draft on Suarez down the front stretch and back stretch, but in the quarters it's 30 air. You see him poke to the outside, but he's going to stay right up close to him down the back straightaway here to get a draft and try to get more of a run than he would normally on Blake. Down the back stretch, he closes in, going to try to get around him to 3 and 4.
That 28 car is going to have to try to use that 99 as draft. The 99's got fresh tires, remember that. So he's faster than this group. The only reason this group caught him is because this group had draft. Looking at the telemetry of Blake, though, let's take a look here. Non-draft. He has no draft out front. The car is slowly creeping up to that 195. Trying to get up there, and then he has to get out of the gas, entering 1.
And Tyler got clear of the 99. He's able to close in just a little bit, down to under 3/10 right now. He's going to try to still close in down the back stretch. He's going to get in the draft as Autumn smacking the wall behind him. She's able to keep it straight, but a close call there for the 98.
We've seen a lot of drivers do that tonight, man. A lot of cars do that so far. Crazy start to this one, though, here at Michigan.
Ryan slow. He's going to come to pit road in the 33.
Caution.
And Blake, caution came out right as they were about to enter pit road. The 07 had to go through the grass, so we didn't get down on pit road. A close call there for all those guys running.
Tyler's on pit road. Something happened to the 28 car. Not really sure what happened. Blake just blew his advantage.
Or was Tyler on pit road and Blake was so far behind him that he avoided it?
Blake's pitting here. Blake is pitting. He's going to pit, and Tyler is just... Oh, Tyler caused Blake to miss pit road. That's terrible. That is bad.
I almost wonder if the caution was out and Blake saw it and reacted faster than Tyler did. Because you see Ryan in the background, he missed it at the same time Blake did. So I almost wonder if the caution came out, Tyler didn't see it or couldn't react as fast as Blake did. So he tried to lock it down. Because you see, look in the background, Ryan doing the same thing that Blake did, getting out of the way of pit road.
Yeah, not really sure what happened during that. Looks like Garcia still scored the leader, so not really sure why the yellow is out. But so far, it's been a crazy race. We'll say that.
Now they're going to come down pit road for real this time. Nobody's going to fake each other out. But yeah, you're right. This has been a wild race so far. A slow start with the caution early on. Then we saw Tyler get a massive lead to end stage 1. And then that battle at the beginning of stage 2, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the beginning of stage 2. We knew these cars were going to be crazy. We knew these cars raced really good here in Michigan. But how good was not sure. We saw a great race last season. So not really surprised these guys are running 3 wide down the front straightaway for the lead.
Now, and the runs they get are so big we can compare it to super speedway racing, but here they are able to go faster than they would on super speedways. The runs are so much bigger, and that really allows them to contest for their position longer and longer than it would on any other racetrack, and that's why we see such great battles.
You saw the number 98. She's going to get off first. That's Autumn. And 33 of Ryan New is going to be following them, but Garcia got between them and Tyler with a very, very slow stop in the 28 car.
He's got that speed on the long runs, though, so he'll be able to get back up there. Maybe by the end of stage 2.
Do y'all know why the caution's out?
Nope, not at all.
You might want to go look at me when I try to enter pits.
No,
You'll see if look in front of me.
No,
you might want to look in front of me.
Okay, we're going to go look in front of Blake at entering the pits. Apparently, we weren't really sure the reason for the caution.
Oh my gosh.
What the? Is that Ryan Preece?
Ryan Preece in the 60. He is upside down at the head end of pit road.
Okay, we have to go. Well, okay, so he's loose here. He's way up the track. He wrecked. Oh my gosh! And then he just despawns, and he just somehow ends up on by the pits.
What a bizarre accident. He and Ty Gibbs were battling. Ty Gibbs got sideways after some contact up into the 60, who pounded the wall in turn 4.
Priest just cannot catch a break, man.
Upside down.
He just cannot catch a break with these flips, dude. Insane.
That'll cycle everything out. Look, new players at the front of the field who have not yet come down pit road, I don't think, unless they cycle to the front, but I don't believe so. It's going to be interesting to restart this stage with just a handful of laps left.
Yeah, handful of laps left in this stage. Like you mentioned, only 10 of them left to go here. Ma Buchanan's going to take over the lead. These guys are probably good to go on fuel, so to the end of the stage at least. So what are we going to see? We're going to see some, I assume we're going to see some aggressive moves in the back to try to get back up in the stage points range.
Oh, absolutely. Tyler and Blake and everybody who came down pit road that's going to have to restart in the end of the field. They're going to be so aggressive to try to get back up there and get some more points.
Question is, whose car is going to behave better in traffic? Autumn got the best jump out of the box. She restarts 24th. Let's do this. Pace car lights are off. It's going to make a turn left onto pit road. That's Ma Buchanan. It's Austin Cedric on the front row for the restart here. We're ready for it to the restart zone. The flagger is waving his green flag, and we're racing here once again at Michigan.
Inside line got a good jump. That restart compared to the other ones. The 57 going to clear right there with the 2. The 16 of Almendinger fighting back down low, trying to contest for that position, but pretty orderly entering turn 1 on this restart.
Yeah, not used to seeing that. Used to seeing some crazy moves. All right, now we're starting to get a little spicy. Everybody's checking up through turn number 2. Off that corner. Look, it's Tyler back there making it 3 wide. Great camera to kind of see how these guys are going to make their moves. Now entering 3. Who's going to back out first? Herbst all the way back it up. Look at Cody Ware making moves.
Ryan Blaney all the way on the outside, going to get caught 3 wide off the corner with Chastain. They're going to both make it work there. Cindric going to take the lead away with help from the 30.
Look at
Cooper
Garcia.
Bryant down the front stretch. And look at Blake all the way down on the apron.
Look at these guys. They want that space. They want those positions. Ryan's going to get the benefit out of everybody there on the bottom lane, making a massive amount of positions. Remember, they have fresh tires that are over everybody. Whoa! Oh. We're getting crazy, and we're going right back to the blimp cam. This stuff's too good to miss.
Almost 4 wide as they enter turn 3. Now it was 4 wide for
Cody
a split
Ware,
second.
Up the track.
Yeah, holding up the 5. Holding up the 5 of Larson, the 19 of Briscoe slipping back through the middle. That's going to hold up Blake ever so slightly as he tries to get around him. And here comes Tyler right underneath Blake. They're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch for position.
3 wide. Garcia's going to get put in the sucker hole. He's going to go right backwards, and McDonald will take that spot. Ryan is currently the only one who's really moving out of this group. I mean, everybody's moving up, but Ryan is for sure moving up. Look at the number 98 get loose again. Oh, we got a crash. There goes Bowman around, and it's Alex Bowman spinning to the inside.
He and Parker Kligerman got together on the exit of turn 2. Kligerman into the wall as the caution comes out, and Bowman was the one who paid the big price there. He went spinning down the backstretch, but Parker Kligerman has just had no luck in the recent weeks here in Goatco.
Yeah, Parker's having a rough rookie season in the Goatco Cup Series. Alex Bowman will lose a ton of spots all the way back to 37th after getting turned, not out of his fault. Let's take a look what happened. Go to the blimp cam here. We'll take a look. We'll actually go to TV. We'll go to TV1. This will be, yeah, this will be easier. Just, oh, he actually gets the 75 in the wall. Bowman's going to wash up. Oh, man. Walls to 75. Honestly, that's Bowman's fault completely. Checks up, and then Keselowski gets into him. Oh, look at number 07. Barely avoiding the 48.
And Tyler was the one who got into the back of the 6. That turned him sideways. You see him in the middle in that light blue car. The nose right there. Got into the rear bumper of the 6. Turned him into the 48. You have to see. I don't believe he has any damage, but a close call there for Tyler. And Blake. We saw Blake go down low as well. You mentioned it.
Yeah, Cooper Bryant out front right now. I mean, that's just honestly just a mistake by Bowman. Pushing that 75 into the wall really did cost him. Cost Parker, too. Not really what you want to happen. Now everybody's coming to pits. Question is, what does Tyler McDonald do? Ryan knew. Are they going to stay out? No, they're coming in. No, Ryan's going to stay out. He'll fake him.
Yeah, get that track position so important there to try to get the stage points. Blake going to stay out as well.
Whoa.
Tyler's going to come in. He smokes the tires on the entry to pit road. So we're going to have some new names at the front of the field returning back to the front. The player cars are back, and they're going to duke it out for the battle to end stage 2.
You know what's very interesting is the fact that Tyler did stay out, though. Autumn's gonna not stay out. She will, I believe, cycle a second, it looks like. So, very, very interesting stuff. Ryan New, though, is out front right now in the 33 car. And right back to the race-off pit road. Let's see who gets it. Looks like that was Cooper Bryant by far. Tyler's going to have an okay pit stop. He is off and away out of the box. Ryan New, though, man. Cannot talk about him enough. We're still got 1 lap to go green. So far, 33 showing us some, but the 28 showed us more. And even Blake's been up there. How we feeling?
I think for Blake, it's very good because we saw him struggle a little bit earlier in the season. Now, as of late, the last couple of races, he's been able to contest for these wins, but there's been nobody more consistent than Ryan in these races so far. Tyler has more wins, but Ryan has been so good later in the races that we're getting to right now. And even today, he's been able to stay up at front the whole race starting on pole. He's definitely one to watch for the end of this one.
Yeah, definitely one to watch indeed. 33 Orion, like we mentioned before, he is one of the strongest guys on these 1.5 miles. So, stage 2 coming up. Then we'll be on to stage 3, and then the checkered flag here in Michigan. All right, lights are going off here on the pace car. Let's get this one going for a restart.
Ryan's going to choose the bottom lane for this restart. I would have chose the top, but he's got help from Blake. That's going to help him a lot. The inside line has spun the tires a lot on these restarts today. I think if he gets a big shove from the 07 and gets a good launch in the restart zone, he'll definitely be able to clear the 98 on the outside line and take that lead back away.
Yeah, we're going to have a crazy, crazy restart. I would not be surprised if that 07 makes an aggressive move to get the stage victory. We know how desperate he is for those playoff points, especially since Ryan is currently 2nd in points. So Blake's in 3rd, but he wants every advantage over the 33 going into the playoffs here at Goatco.
I think it's going to be an absolute dogfight for the win of this stage. I'm not sure how many laps are left, but we're getting down to it pretty far. Ryan warming up those tires. He does not want to get loose on those old tires like we've seen.
3 at the line for laps.
3 to go. That'll make everybody more aggressive towards the end of this stage. A wild restart coming up. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either. This is gonna be a great restart. 33 of Ryan New on the front row. The number 98 of Autumn is going to be right next to him. Then Blake Garcia and Cooper Bryant in row 2. Row 3 gets us of A.J. Allmendinger and Austin Cindric in the 2 car. Here we go. Pace car is going to make its hard left onto pit road. It's going to be Ryan New and Autumn coming to the restart zone. Let's get it back underway here at Michigan International Speedway for Green Flag Racing once again.
Great jump by the 33. He's able to jump the whole rest of the first row and the whole second row. The entire pack stacked up behind 3rd place. They've got a big gap back there, so it's going to be Ryan New, Blake Garcia, and Autumn going to fight for the win of stage 2.
I think what's going to help Blake here big time is the fact that Blake's loose coming off too. That's not going to help him. What's going to help the number 07 is the fact that, well, maybe not actually. I was going to say he has that extra lap, but currently he's under siege for the number 98 of Autumn. Not the best restart out of the 07 here. Not what he wanted to have happen.
No, not at all. He's going to try that top lane, try to get it to work. Couldn't do it. The 98 going to slide up in front of him. With now 2 to go on the stage, he's right on the back bumper of the 98, trying to take that 2nd spot away and get another extra point.
I would almost imagine right now he's trying to see if he can push the 98 to catch the 33 car. That's what I'm going to guess, because that, like we said before, that draft's super helpful. So 98's going to run. Oh, Blake's going to smack the outside wall. Big hit. Tyler's going to move back into 4th, but I don't think there's enough time for him to close in on these top 3. Can the number 98 and 07 close in fast enough, or will Blake say screw it and go for that 2nd place? Looks like he's trying to run the bottom to get a run.
Going to try to. Going to slide up off the quarter. Not gaining too much as of right now. I'm going to stay in the draft of the 98. Try to push her down the front stretch if he can get to her. But right now, Ryan New out in front by 0.5 of a second. He's going to try to win stage 2.
Yeah, currently 2 to go till that happens. So Ryan's just going to have to run cool, clean laps. But right now, he's running faster laps than people with draft. That is insane. That 33 car is fast.
Yeah, it is. It's been fast all day long, pulling away from 2nd and 3rd place. You mentioned with no draft. That is awesome for him to be able to do that. Not many cars in the field could do that right now, but Blake, once again, going to try that top lane to get around the 98. Still no advantage for him off turn 4.
Yeah, 98 looks really good. She's only having 5 minutes of practice, only a few laps. She has been on track, running great, consistent lap times, even beating out Garcia here. So great start for them. For her, white flag and stage number. Oh, actually no, we're going. But never mind. Stage 2 is 60. He adjusted it. I forgot 62. We still have a few laps left. Never mind. Still two laps left. I kind of forgot that he adjusted that. Currently, 98 cars. Try not to, maybe we could try to get the draft of those guys. We have lap traffic though. That might play into the thing here.
And the 98 try the top side, the 07 down low. Blake going to close in ever so slightly. But you mentioned those lap cars up front just coming off pit road. Eric Jones, the first one. Ryan's getting by him right now. That's going to slow him down as he's side drafting him right now. It's going to second and third to close, down to 0.3 of a second entering turn 1.
Okay, this is where things get interesting. Ryan might not be able to operate through lap traffic, and he's not. Whoa, there goes Autumn. We know how loose she can get. Coming up to the white flag of stage 2. This is what Garcia wanted. He needs this number 98 to be gone.
Oh,
he's going
the
to
wall.
wall Jones. Now what you want to happen for the 43 car.
Oh, the 98 sideways just a bit on the bottom of the racetrack. The 07 going to hold it up top. They're going to slide in line, but a close call there with Blake as he had so much more speed than the 43. Went up the middle of both of them, and it did not work for Eric Jones.
He's going to finally close the deal on that position. The number 57 of Maul Buchanan hold up the 33, who's way loose. You see him right there. Oh, he's going to smack the wall, and so will Blake. Little jitters get these guys. This is it. Let's see who's going to get it. Into 3 and 4. Here we go. The number 98, maybe trying to set up a pass. She's going to send it. She's not going to make it stick. Blake's really loose in 3 and 4. But off turn 4, it's going to be Ryan New in the 33 car. He'll win stage 2 here at Michigan. Blake could just not close in fast enough right there.
No, he couldn't. He had such a good head of steam going into 3 a few laps ago when he was battling with Eric Jones once Ryan pounded the wall, but couldn't do anything with it with those lap cars there. Those lap cars really played a factor at the end of that stage. That's going to be in the back of everybody's mind heading into the end of the race if something like that is to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really surprised that happened. Blake sending it, 98 sending it. They're both very aggressive drivers. So let's go ahead and pull stage 2 winner in here, though.
A better lead.
Ryan New, man, you got it done again. You got another playoff point. You and Tyler trading stages back and forth. So how you feel about that stage victory, man?
I felt good. I almost choked it away on that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lap. But luckily, Blake and them got loose too, so it kind of saved me. But man, being behind Maw there really was hurting me real bad.
Yeah, you were in her wake there for a minute. Kind of affected your car a lot, we could tell. How's the car feel, though? Is there, honestly, let me ask you this. Whoa, Garcia's going to hit the back bumper you, but is there any way for you to fix that, or is that just how the cars are?
Loose-wise?
No, the wake-wise.
Sorry, I was getting... the wake-wise. Try to find a line they're not in. But I mean, you just gotta. That's gonna be a factor in this race too. If we're with this longer stage, we're definitely gonna see some lap cars being played. So, but no, I feel like we have a good car. Tyler's really fast. I just gotta make sure I've learned how to send it in on pit road because that first stop he really pulled away, and then I got loose on the back stretch. But still gonna have to fight Tyler, I think, for this one. I mean, Blake and Autumn are still fast, so it's gonna be a very exciting one right here.
Yeah. All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
You see, Tyler's going to stay out there after he pit last time, so he's going to choose track position like everybody else. Only a few cars coming out pit road.
I think right now, Ryan and Blake expecting a longer run on this start. That's why they're coming out pit road. I'm interested to see. We've seen cautions happen in this race. We've seen long runs. We've seen more long runs than cautions, so I'm expecting a long run to end the race. But anything can happen in Goatco. The playoffs closing in. We mentioned that before. The end of the race coming in, a race win, a possibility for a lot of these drivers. I think the end of this race is really going to start to heat up.
Yeah, I mean, we know the classic finishes here at Michigan, but are we expecting a barn burner, or are we going to see someone quietly pull out to a lead? That is yet to be seen. Race off pit road, Blake's off before anybody. That 07 crew has been on point this season, no mistakes. Tyler McDonald's out front. One more lap till we go green.
I'm interested to see Tyler with not much pressure from behind from any of the player cars. If he's able to grow that gap to what we saw at the end of stage one, then he got a big gap off pit road, but still, we know Ryan and Blake are going to have fresher tires, so it's only a matter of time before they catch back up to him, depending on where they restart. But if they're restarting in the back of the pack where all that craziness goes on and they get caught up in a wreck, that's really good news for Tyler to be able to pull away.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect him to be up front here at the start of this, the restart here. So, gonna be interesting to see. Gonna choose this time by. Let's get this one back underway. I mean, we've seen some honestly crazy finishes here in Michigan. Do we expect anything less, or are we expecting maybe someone to get a good restart and then to pull away?
I think it really depends. We've seen late cautions happen here in Goatco. We've seen long runs to end the race as of recently. I think it really is going to depend, once again, under that 20, 15 laps to go mark, when we see how everybody races, what the gap is between everybody, and how the aggressiveness is throughout the whole pack. If everybody's racing aggressive and they're close together, then absolutely, I think it's going to be a short run down the race if we get a couple of cautions. But if everybody's spread out and pit strategy is a real thing and somebody jumps another on pit road like we saw Tyler do, I think the long runs and the strategy is really going to play dividend here.
Yeah, I think it's going to play dividends as well. Lights are off, so we're going back racing this time by. McDonald has the lead. Good start to the race for him. Had some trouble there in the middle, but he's back up front. And in the final stage, he's going to be leading. So he went off cycle from the other guys. That's kind of interesting, though.
It's the only way I think that he could realistically beat them if they were all together running the same strategy. It's really a cat and mouse game. It's a game of almost luck because everybody's going to run so close together on the same strategy. With this, if we get an unlucky caution for them or him, it could make or break his race.
Yeah, I mean, we're not surprised, though. Tyler's always super aggressive no matter the aspect of the race. But Riley Herbst on the outside, surprising there. The pace car is going to make its hard left onto pit road. It's Tyler McDonald, a Toyota, and Riley Herbst, another Toyota, on the front row to the restart zone. We're back racing here in Michigan.
Great jump by Tyler, the 35, not going on that outside lane, going to stack everybody up there. There's a crash in the back. A car gets turned in front of the field, and a big stack up back there on the restart.
Big incident, and we're back under the yellow flag. Big crash in the back. Who was that?
Can't quite make out who that was. I was just going to say, potentially Autumn, maybe? I can't tell. Looks like the 77 of Hocevar maybe got turned down into her.
Let's take a look from, we'll take a look from here. Autumn's going to go.
Yeah, Riley Herbst. Herb stacked everybody up. Hocevar got turned down into her, spun her around, and a close call for a lot of other guys back there as well. The 33 almost into the back of the 2.
Oh, he was in the back of the 2. Nothing Autumn
And
can
Blake
do
just
there.
barely got by there. Blake barely squeezed through there as well, right in front.
Nothing the number 98 can do there. Just unlucky timing. So, yeah, we're back under caution here. Tyler got a great jump, so. Are we still going? Never mind. We're still green flag racing. I thought we were under yellow. I guess not. Never mind. Now we are. Oh, they're just catching the pace car. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I thought we were under caution. I guess, yeah, we still are. So, McDonald out front. Ryan Blaney, a Penske car, is in P2.
Well, that's exactly what we talked about with those guys staying out, getting that quick yellow. If anybody had to come down pit road, Tyler, I don't believe is going to. He's going to stay out and wait for that long run. But now, if you are Ryan or Blake in the back of the field, Autumn especially as well, do you come down pit road here, get some more fuel, maybe some new tires, so that you have that longer run ability over Tyler, over Tyler in the 28 on the front row and those guys who have not yet come to pit road?
Not sure, but the cars are lined up, so I think their decisions were made for them. On a side note, Ryan Priest did take his car to the garage after being literally upside down. So, All right, McDonald and Blaney on the front row for the restart here. I mean, I expect to see chaos off the start. We just saw another stack up and another crash resulting of it. We see a lot of those here in Goatco. Guys spinning the tires, playing dangerous pit strategy, staying out. Been a great race so far. Now, we've had some crazy racing, honestly.
Oh, we absolutely have.
We love Michigan. This has been a great race. We knew these guys were going to be some of the best in our sport. We're going to be up front and battling. And currently, McDonald is showing why he's one of the best drivers this season. Has the most stage wins and has the most wins.
Watch the 12 car on this restart on the outside line. We've seen the outside line not fire off good at all on any of the restarts today. So watch him on that outside line.
We're going to go take a look at our take a look here. Here we go to the restart zone. Tyler McDonald and Ryan Blaney. Here we go. We're back racing. And you're right. Nobody goes. Tyler's the control car, gets a great advantage, but we're going to go middle pack, and we're going to make sure nobody's stacking up this time. Blake's 3 wide on the bottom back there.
Yeah, inside the 71, Michael McDowell entering turn 1. Suarez up top as well. He's going to try to get by the 2 of them. William Byron trying to get by him as well. Oh, he's sideways in the middle of the field. He's going to go around.
He's going to save it. Oh, now we got a crash.
Austin Dillon on the wall. Autumn is around. Eric Jones spins as well.
Autumn.
Another wreck for the 98.
98. Not sure if we're under caution. She saved it. Big incident. Garcia got loose. The number 98 got loose. I think we're still green flag. Yes, we are. We're still racing.
Tyler with a 1.3 second lead and growing entering turn 1 after that restart. Everybody stacked up. Tyler did not. Ross Chastain moving to second. He's going to try to catch up to Tyler and see what he has for the lead.
Yeah, he's, we know that one car's super strong. Look at everybody. You get so loose coming off turn 2 Michigan. I personally raced this track on iRacing, and I can just tell you that that turn number 2 is treacherous. So I'm not faulting anybody for getting loose coming off that corner.
No, you want to swing up as wide as you can in that outside wall to carry as much speed through the corner as you can. And sometimes, more often than not, drivers are going to get into it.
Well, they're going to overstep. We know, drivers like to push the limit. Speaking of pushing limits, Blake splits these guys clean down the middle. He wants a 2-for-1 deal. He'll try to get it on Gibbs. Can he clear him? No. 45 is going to check him up into the corner. Look at Hocevar lose it all the way on the outside. Oh, 45 is going to check up. Blake is going to door him down the back straightaway. Contact between those two. Blake, though, going to save the car, and he's still going to be side by side with the 45.
That's the risk you run of being middle of the pack like this. In the heap of the pack, we talk about it every week. If a guy gets put back there in the middle of this field, they race so aggressively and always make contact with each other, almost crashing every lap. That is exactly what he did, but he's able to get clear of that pack right now. A little more of a pack in front of him that he has to get by, but as this run progresses, they'll get more and more spread out and easier for Blake to get around him.
Here's Ryan New. He's right in the middle of this top 5 range here, so top 10 range. So he's trying to get some spots down the back straightaway. He'll split them 3 wide, and he'll try to take those positions away. Into 3. He's got those spots easily. Slot Ryan into the top 10 here in Michigan. Those guys are still stacking up back there.
2 and 3 wide, almost
Blake.
4 wide off the corner. Yeah, Blake inside, way down inside. Now Ryan going to go for it down low, but Blake going to get by at least half of that pack already and try to make his way up to the front. But they battle in front of him once again. The 19 able to get clear. The 38 going to stay side by side. Blake still trying to get around them through 1 and 2.
Ryan can just not, none of these guys, honestly, can keep a torch to Tyler McDonald. Tyler's almost opened up a 3-second lead. Now, some of the best cars are mired back in traffic. We talked about that pit strategy and stuff. Tyler's going to be behind the curveball, though, with strategy. So we'll kind of have to see how he plays that later in the race. Oh, we got a couple cars up the track back there. No yellow. We're still green. So
yeah, that's William Byron. Byron Hocevar, I believe Ty Gibbs got in the wall, but you mentioned it, getting around that lap traffic. Ryan has been so good at getting through those lap cars or slower cars today than anybody else on the field, and we see that right now. Blake still trying to get by that group of cars back there while Ryan has already cleared them. A big moment by the 33 all the way down to the apron. He's able to save it just as I talked about him. That's going to lose his progress. He's going to have to rebound after that one.
Ryan really likes to go when he saves those race cars to go all the way down, all the way on the apron, use all the racetrack he possibly can to make sure that car is steady and so he can turn back up and not stress the tires out even more than he already is by, sliding them.
Yes, wear those tires out and carry more speed. If you turn it too hard up the racetrack, you're going to lose a whole bunch of speed. So being very wide with the angle of saving that race car is going to carry that speed for him. But he's got a little pressure from behind. Joey Logano there battling side by side with him right now. He's trying to get around him. And Blake has cleared that group of cars. Only 3 cars separating him and Ryan New right now as they both enter the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan New is super strong. Garcia has entered the top 10, though, so don't count him out of this one either. If these guys can maybe get all yellow, or they might get some strategy, they might have a shot to win this, but right now, it's all Tyler McDonald out front. Ryan Blaney is taking over second, but Tyler is gone by over almost 5 seconds.
Ooh,
so 4 seconds.
into the wall a little bit off turn 2. 4 seconds, the gap. He's still up against the wall just ever so slightly, but pulling away so far. Lost a little bit of time down the backstretch after hitting that wall to Ryan Blaney. But still, the net gain for Tyler being out front is still over 4 seconds.
I mean, I don't know what the strategy call is here because, he is going to be, he's going to be worse for wear on strategy. Is his maybe idea to short pit before everybody else, or because he's going to have to pit before everybody else for sure. So, and
Right.
will his fuel window carry him to the end of the race? I understand, he's got a 5-second lead, and that's going to be a big advantage here on pit road because I don't think anybody's going to be able to realistically leapfrog him unless Ryan New just starts. Oh, he's going to smack the wall. Big contact, but whoa, he's going to turn the 75 of Kligerman. 33's making mistakes. Garcia's going to take right advantage of that. He'll take the spot away. What a move by Blake into third. Slot the 07 into the top 3 on the podium now.
4 for 1 for Blake right there as Ryan tried to get through that lap traffic, made a little bit of contact. Lucky they didn't crash right there. The 75 got into the wall of Parker Kliger, but his bad luck still continuing through this race. The second incident he's been involved in. But Ryan staying right now in front of this little group of cars, going to try to catch up to Blake and battle it out through the lead.
Ooh, Barry's loose in the middle 3 wide right there. See, Blake's down. I don't know what the strategy call is. I mean, right now, nobody's setting faster lap times down than Tyler McDonald. So McDonald's definitely benefiting from clean air. We talked about that a lot here in Goatco, especially tonight. Clean air is a big, big tool. So don't ever think clean air is not useful. And maybe that's why, look at the gap now, because it looks like Ryan Blaney just pits. So look at the gap now. It is all on Ryan, who got the P2 back, but he's 6 seconds behind Tyler. That's insane.
Yeah, Tyler got such a good restart. He was able to pull away, but Tyler's going to have to pit before these guys. You mentioned it before. So this is really the battle for the lead once Tyler comes down pit road, because he's going to have to pit way sooner than Ryan and Blake both. So I'm expecting him to come in just about any lap because he's the same cycle as Suarez here in the 99. Blaney, who we saw just come down pit road. Here comes Tyler to pit road just now. So that's going to allow Ryan to take that lead away. You're going to see where Tyler's going to cycle out in relation to them.
No mistakes from the 28 camp. You cannot make any mistakes. Ryan will go right past him along with Blake Garcia. But now the question is, when will they pit? And when are they going to make their final stops? I imagine we're getting close to that final stop area.
I think getting close, but I think they still have a handful of laps left to run after. As you see, Tyler stopped a little bit too far in the box, had to back up, just what Ryan did on the first pit stop of the day. That cost him some time, so that's not what Tyler wanted in that 28.
Caution!
And
Yellow is out. None of these guys. I'm going to go check on the number 98. Something happened to her, I believe. The number 98 looking for right now, but that was not what these guys want to see. Because now Tyler, yes, he fell all the way down the totem pole, but these guys, I mean, that's fine. But what's the strategy call now? I assume a lot of these guys though did already pit, so does that hurt him or help him?
I think right now that helps him because he wasn't caught a lap down on pit road. They had not passed him yet. So he's going to cycle to the front if everybody in front of him comes down pit road, which right now under caution, I think would be a freebie to come to pit road.
Let's take a look what happened here. Number 98's already up the track. Like I said, she has been struggling a little bit tonight. She's gotten better, but just mistakes, and Smith is not having it. Oh, big hit. Humongous hit for the number 98 of Autumn.
Man, right into that opening of that wall where it jets out. A hard impact for the 98 down the backstretch.
Look at this again. Zane Smith having none of it. He literally said no, and big hit.
Wow.
Autumn right there. Well, there's Ryan New. They're all coming down pit road. They're making their final stops more than likely, but a lot of guys are staying out.
Yeah, some of them are. I expect Tyler, those are the guys taking the wave around, I believe, from the last caution. Some of them are. So I think Tyler right now, if he doesn't come back down and top off on fuel, I think he'll cycle further up the pack than where he would have last time. I don't see him right now on the screen, so maybe he's going to come down pit road, get some more fuel, as he might be one of those cars in the back. There's Blaney back there who pit with him. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we're going to have to see here. Ryan, what happened to him? Ryan is going to have to back up, back in the box. Something happens to the 33, a mistake on pit road, and that'll cost him. Big.
And look at everybody go by him. That is such a terrible feeling, sitting in your pit stall watching everybody you pass get by you once again. Ryan started on pole, has been so good through this whole race today, and now he's still stopped at his box. Everybody on pit road is going to leave before he's able to get out.
Ooh, that's big right there. That's going to cost him a lot.
Oh, he's going to slide on the exit of the pit road. I believe he made contact with the inside wall.
Man, that's going to send him to the rear, 27th. Oh, he did. Probably just frustrated. He'll tag the wall. iRacing is not going to show us, but here's Garcia. Currently, he's in 28th. He's still on pit road. These guys must have both gotten pit road penalties. Let's pull both of them in here. Hey, guys, did you guys both speed on pit road?
On pit road. No,
I did not speed. I
have a problem with my brake pedal.
did not get the tires right.
Oh.
So I had to.
What about you, Blake?
Blake's pedal broken.
Brake pedals.
Did it break, or is it just malfunctioning?
It's malfunction. I can fix it. Can you? Hang on, Tyler. Can you add one lap? My pedal's fixed, but I got to recalibrate it.
All right. Well, disastrous mistakes. Blake has a mechanical failure. He's getting a brake pedal fixed currently, but big mechanical failure. And then Ryan just accidentally selects the wrong tires, man. That's disastrous, especially since Cody Ware, we know the biggest competitor for this win, is up front.
And a mistake late in the race like this with 37 to go is something that you cannot have. They still have time to regain themselves to the front of the field, but not what they wanted to see, either two of those cars. And there's Tyler starting 6th. We talk about where he would cycle out. Came down pit road. Now he's going to restart 6th. So that is the best case scenario for Tyler in that 28 car.
That's very desirable. Chad said, I'm very excited for Cup. Can't wait for NASCAR on Michigan on Sunday. Yes, I will be there. Your booth host tonight, by the way, our Speak Up Stop Motion and Gavin Beers 12. So we're going to go ahead and just type in the chat for you. Check out our channels. We make NASCAR stop motion weekly. No, not weekly. We're both lazy. All right, here we go. Let's get this one back underway. It's Ryan. Oh, no, actually, never mind. Lights are all still on. We're going one more lap, it looks like, due to Blake's brake pedal. Let's get an update really quick on that. Blake, is your brake pedal fixed, or are you still having to go one more lap?
Hang on. We're fixed, but why can't I shift? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Okay. Yes, it's fixed.
By the way, I would like to let you know something to fix in the future. Whoever hacked your channel completely remove mod for everybody. So, me and your mother are all non-mods. So your grandma also is gonna be modded. All right, good luck. You know what? Let's go ahead, actually. We're going to do a segment here. We're going to allow Blake and Cooper to do our jobs for us and talk on this restart. They're not going to commentate or anything, but it's going to be a driver and spotter restart. These restarts here, boys, today here in Michigan are crazy. Let's see how they're going to handle it.
Where's the leaders? Okay.
They're in 3.
Okay, Cooper. I get all right. I know I can't win the race now. I have to hit the clutch every time I up and down shift, and I can. If I press my brake pedal 20%, it reads at 50. So
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know
I mean,
how to
this
fix
would be
it.
quite the impressive adjustment. Let's see. It's good. It's hard to say because I don't even. Passing the pace car. Shut up.
All right.
Here we go. Inside check it. High. Yep. Stay high. Everybody checking. Get it all the way up. Yep. 3 wide. 3 wide. Clear low. All the way.
I had to let him by.
What just? Oh, invalid lap. My balls. Low.
I tried to slow down. I just slid my
So
tire.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Get low. Yeah. Yep. Bottom 3. 3 wide. 3 wide. Okay. Outside. Yeah, you need to stay low. These guys are fucking crazy right now. Outside.
My car is not good on the
Bottom
on the
3.
bottom. Just to let you know. But I know
I
we
know
need
it's
to
just like
be
that's
here
the
now.
only place we can be. The high side just does not work. Clear middle. Outside. Still there. Well, I see Ryan. Whoa. Stay there. You're good. Oh. That was close.
Need a yellow? Yes or no?
If she did it, I think Tyler or Ryan would have
Yeah.
thrown it. Bottom 3. 3. Still 3. Hold it. Still 3.
trying.
Still 3. I know it's so tight. It's okay. 1 out. Outside. Still there. Even right now. Still there. Clear. Ugh. This is gonna be a battle, dude. What the hell is this? Alright. You wanna keep... Okay, bottom 3. 1 out. Oh, wow, that was... Okay, we're fine. We're good. All clear. Somehow. We're fine. I still see Ryan up there. Why do they, like, push it 4 going into the turn? I don't know why. Alright, middle 3. 3. 1 out. Clear low. Outside. Still there. Clear. All clear. Outside. Ooh, Ryan. Ooh. Outside. 5 coming fast. No, he's good. 571 now. Still outside. Clear. Oh, hey, there's Ryan. All clear again. Alright. Yeah, if we could just run the bottom, that would be very nice.
All right. What a great perspective. We saw the chaos off the start there, Gavin. That was absolutely insane.
What a wild restart. You can see up in the distance as we were riding with them, the battle for the lead. Logano was pounding the wall. The 51 was stacking them up. What a wild restart. He almost got in a crash there with the 98 of Autumn. Unbelievable. He's still making moves on the inside of 3 wide entering turn 3.
Blake's got a great
Oh, a little bit of
car.
contact at 35. Up into the 21. They're going to save it entering turn 3. Another close call for Blake.
Blake is not making any friends today. He wants those spots back. He's in 9th now to the bottom of Hocevar. He's caught Ryan. Blake is fast, and he's coming.
He's getting to the back bumper there, 33. We saw Ryan with a little bit of a slide off turn 2 a handful of laps ago. He's allowed Blake to close that gap to him. They're both well inside the top 10 right now, running 7th and 8th. As Ryan's going to go side by side almost with Cody Ware. Another little slide right there down the backstretch. He's going to take that position away. But Tyler's still going to lead with 2.5 seconds over everybody else. But the battle behind him is still great into turn 3.
I wonder if this is where Tyler is about to win the race with Ryan and Blake mired in traffic.
I think it definitely helps him by pulling away at this huge battle back here in this big pack and a side draft and get the runs on each other. It's going to slow them all down compared to Tyler pulling away. Oh, Blaney into the wall just in front of the 07. That's going to slow Blake down ever so slightly on the inside line. And still Blake trying to regain control of his race car after those
Oh,
mechanical issues.
there he
Up into
goes!
Chastain, and he's going to go around.
Oh, he's going to save it. A
What a save.
mistake by Blake Garcia, and that's going to cost him time and positions. That's going to put him down to 10th on the running order. Not what you want to happen if you're Blake.
Ooh, more contact there. The 54 and the 4, Noah Gregson. Autumn going to go to the middle, 3 wide back there with the 57. Austin Cindric going to get a run. This is a wicked battle entering turn 1 right now.
Oh, look at this. Entering 1 and 2. What is Autumn going to do? Is she going to make it stick? She's going to run that almost outside line, higher outside line that we usually see. Oh, she's loose. Oh, she smacks the wall again. Big contact for the number 98.
Going to get it re-going down the backstretch. Almost came into the 4 car of Noah Gregson. Going to keep it going, but that battle is still massive behind that 98 car. Look at them, 2, 3 wide back there, trying to gain as much ground as they can, slipping up the racetrack. Still 3 wide, Riley Herbst and Kyle Larson stuck back there. Usually has better runs in this race, but he's mired back in traffic as well.
Yeah, look at this, though. Ryan New has caught Joey Logano. He's up into 3rd. He's trying to get to 2nd. He's going to smack the wall, but I don't believe anybody's got anything for Tyler McDonald, man. He is just so fast. Here, we expected Ryan to be, Ryan's quick, but I think Tyler's just a little bit quicker.
Well, Tyler had all that track position, too. Ryan had to start well deep in the field.
This is impressive.
Try to catch his way back up. And he had a slide off turn 2, a little bit of a moment, a handful of laps ago, as we said before. But he's made his way up to 3rd right now, a podium position. Under green, I don't think he's going to have enough time to track down Tyler. But if there's a caution, expect that 33 car to be right up on him.
The 95 out of 120.
Oh, the 22 sideways.
Whoa, that's going to give the advantage to number 33 of Ryan New. He's got to get past this 22 as soon as possible. Only 25 laps remain here in Michigan.
He's going to get by the 22. Logano a little bit slow through 3 and 4. Blake got passed by the 1 of Chastain as well. He's falling back with time. As Ryan New, that long run car is starting to catch up. 5 seconds is the gap. But Ryan has been in traffic the last handful of laps. Going to see in a lap or 2, once he has that clean air to the front of his car, what that gap goes down to.
Yeah, those lap times are going to start improving for New exponentially. That 33 car's been strong all night. He just drove his way up from the rear all the way to the front of the field. So he's currently in P number 2. Now, he does have fresher tires, I believe, than Tyler, because Tyler ended up staying out. The gap is slowly but surely shrinking. And caution waves. That changes everything. That is a game changer.
It's exactly what we just talked about for Tyler. If it went green, he probably had this race on lock, unless we had to go through a pit cycle, which I don't believe we had to. But right now, that caution comes out. It is back to anybody's game.
We knew the 28 was going to be strong today. But we just didn't know how strong he was going to be. And Ryan is stronger, I believe. That 28 car, like we said, he's fast. He's been fast all season. But Ryan has won at this place 5 times. He knows how to get it done. And right now, he's put himself in a position to go win this one.
Yeah, he has. He's been there where it counts. And so has Blake. We know he had some mechanical issues, still fighting some of them. He's going to be 4th and restart this race in 4th. He's one to watch as well if he can battle through those challenges right now. But they're all going to come to pit road. Tyler's in, and Ryan is going to come in as well.
Oh, yeah, they're all going to come in. So, very interesting strategy. I would believe they're going to be able to make it to the end of the race now. Did anybody stay out? I believe that's just a lapper. So, alrighty. Tyler Reddick's going to go get his lap back. Who's going to win the race off pit road? I believe this is where the race is probably won. Any mistakes from Ryan New like last time? No. Ryan's going to get into his box clean. Four tires.
Yeah, from this pit stop right here, they should be able to run it until the end of the race. Unless there's a handful of overtimes. But Tyler is going to get out in front of Ryan. Ryan's going to come out 2nd.
There goes Blake.
Blake comes out 4th as well.
Rather
3rd?
Autumn.
3rd.
Autumn's going to come off 4th. Wow, what a setup.
Oh, boy. Those same four that we saw battling at the beginning of stage 2 with that incredible battle, they're going to fight out to the end of this one here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, this is just we know we're in for a classic here. We're coming up to about 20 laps to go here in Michigan. So this is where all the marbles are on the line here for this win here in Michigan.
How aggressive do you be on this restart? There's still 20 laps left in the race you mentioned. How aggressive do you be if you are Blake Garcia back there in the 07 or Autumn in the 98 who's running a limited schedule in this series? How aggressive are you with 20 laps to go?
I think you got to be aggressive, and I'll tell you exactly why. That 33 car and that number 33 and that number 28 are some of the strongest cars this season, and they are the quickest. Blake last time, though, when he wasn't making mistakes, he was up front here, and he was battling for that victory. So, for that stage victory we saw last time. So, lights are off on the pace car. We know how Blake gets at the end of these races. He tends to make mistakes. He tends to cook himself. But with 21 laps to go, about 21 laps to go at the line, I think that's going to make all the difference. I think if you're Blake or you're Autumn, you got to make the most aggressive moves. You got to send it 3 wide and make sure that 33 and that 28 can't run away with this one.
I agree, especially not knowing that there's going to be another caution. There's no scheduled ones left. The only ones that would be left would be 4 incidents, which could very well happen on this restart. But if it doesn't, and you lag back on the restart, take it more conservatively, and you fall back in the field, you're going to pay a big price at the end of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're completely right, Gavin. I think they're going to pay a big price if any of these 4 wreck. Because honestly, I just don't personally believe there's enough time you can make it back up after this one, after the yellow comes out. Because by then we'll be restarting with 15 to go probably. So it's going to be a crazy restart here. It's Ryan New on the outside of Tyler McDonald here. Alrighty, the lights are off. Cars are going to round through turn number 4. This is it. This is what these fans, this sold-out crowd here at Michigan, have come to see. It's Tyler McDonald and Ryan New on the front row. The pace car is going to make a turn left on the pit road. Here we go, coming to the restart zone. Let's get it going here at Michigan.
Green, green, green.
Tyler with a great jump. What'll do?
It's clear right now the 2 on the outside line are going to stay formed together to try to get that run into turn 1, but Tyler's still pulling away. Going to run the middle of the racetrack like we've seen so far. Autumn going to go up top, search for some more speed, and those 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, this is what we saw earlier, Gavin, with that amazing finish to that stage. So, sorry, the beginning of that stage. So, right now, are we about to see a little bit more of this? It's Tyler McDonald currently pulling away from the pack, but can Autumn make anything happen? Garcia's all the way on the outside. Ryan's on the bottom.
And this was the same exact scenario that we saw at the start of stage 2. Tyler got a good jump on the start. He was out front for a handful of laps, and then the 3 reeled him back in, and that's when they had that awesome battle. So I expect right now, if they get single file back for second, they will definitely be able to catch that 28 car and battle out once again.
Yeah, about 20 laps to go here. Oh, Ryan's going to make contact! Garcia's going to smack the fence! Big hit for Blake. That's going to cost the 07 tons of positions. He'll remerge into traffic. Wow, a mistake by Ryan cost Blake after checking up. And now it's all on Autumn, who has actually caught the 28 of Tyler McDonald.
Yeah, she has. Down the front stretch, tried to stay in the draft, get that big run, entering turn 1, but she was so tight on the door of the 33, got him a little sideways. That checked up Blake, got him in the wall. Right now, the 98 trying to catch Tyler McDonald in the 28, entering turn 1. She's going to go up high once again.
Yeah, Ryan lost a lot of time there, too, so that's going to hurt him a bunch. Blake's, oh, you see how loose Blake is back there, man. That's not what you want to happen. Unfortunate for the 07. Currently, though, Autumn is reeling in the leader of Tyler McDonald. She's running 100th faster, mainly because she's in that draft. We talked about how big this is.
And I wonder how much of a difference that higher line makes as well. We see the 98 running up there as well every lap compared to the 28 who's running a little bit lower. I'm curious to see how much time that gains, Autumn, ripping that top lane. You can see it once again in turn 1. Tyler enters the middle. She's going to match his line a little bit through 1 and 2 there. Going to wrap the bottom of the racetrack better. That's going to draw Ryan New closer into that battle as well in third.
Yeah, 18 laps to go. So This is all for all the marbles. If you're going to push your car to the limit, it's going to be now. We saw off the restart. That did not help Blake Garcia. Almost got him wrecked and had him lose a lot of spots. So, not what you want to happen if you're the 07. But the 33 is currently tracking down the 98 for P number 2. This is exactly what Tyler wants to see, man. He wants to see these guys closing in on each other. So, maybe they're going to battle and maybe he can try to scoot away to this victory.
Ryan going to look to the inside now of the 98 car, going to run a little bit lower, entering the corner. I'm curious to see how Ryan would race that 98 of Autumn once he catches up to her. Down the backstretch right now, they both go. Autumn drawing closer, but with Autumn hanging so tight on the door of the 33 on the restart, causing him to get sideways, that surely has to make the 33 bad as the 98 going to the inside of Tyler through 3 and 4.
98 of Autumn wants the spot. She's fast. She's quick. Can she get it? Can she clear him? No, she cannot. It's the 28 car of McDonald holding on the outside like a cockroach on a windshield, not wanting to let off.
Tyler's going to hang tight there. He's going to run a little bit wider, somewhere that he has not been running all race long, outside of that dark groove. Coming off turn 2, he's going to get way up against that outside wall, try to clear once again.
Look at Ryan, man. He's hanging it out there, and he is not he's not taking no for an answer either. He is trying to hang that car all the way out there. McDonald will take the lead back. I just think Tyler's car is just so good right now. I think Ryan's better on the long run, but I think right now that 28 car is the strongest car in the short run.
I agree. I expected him to lose a lot of time once he got out of that groove that he's been running in this whole time, but he was able to make more time with it than the 98 car and pull out front once again. Now he goes back to that bottom groove where we've seen him run all race long. So Tyler, I think right now does have the strongest car, but once Ryan gets clear of Autumn, if he can, he's going to pound the wall off turn 2. That's when the race is really going to begin, once he's able to clear that 98 car. It was a little bit slower than him right now, but Ryan still can't find a way around.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have a legendary battle. 15 laps to go here at Michigan. Can the 33 finally get to the inside of the 98? No, he can't. Can he generate a run on her? Does not look like it either. This is it, man. You're letting that 28 car starting to pull away from the field, and this is where you have to kind of set your priorities straight. Is the 33 going to try to help the 98, push her down the back straightaway, or is the number 28 car just going to continue to pull away as these guys battle? There goes Ryan! And that's race for him. Maybe not.
I don't know. He didn't lose too much time. But those are the mistakes that you cannot make with 15 laps to go. You mentioned, should he push the 98 or try to get by her and go take that lead himself? Well, he's got to get there first. He's got to stay in the fight to be able to be there. But right now, I think Ryan, if he gets back up to the 98 car, I think he's going to try to get around first. I think he is definitely faster than the 98. So getting around would give him more clean air, especially to the front of that race car.
Yeah, 13 laps to go. That costed Ryan a lot of time. And definitely he's going to do it again. I mean, those tires have got to be torched after 2 incidents now. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch McDonald because Tyler is just cool, calm, and consistent lap times right now. Autumn's currently running slower lap times than him. So Tyler is he's performing pretty well.
Yeah, we haven't seen him slide the car at all off the corners, hit the wall on the exit of the corners. He has just been consistent, as you said, calm, cool, and collected through these laps so far. He's been out front for a majority of them as well. And that gap for the lead is growing with 0.6 of a second through 1 and 2.
The 28 car currently, I mean, let's go look at his telemetry, honestly. Let's just go see what he's doing. He's currently 188, 190 down the back straightaway, entering the corner. He's going to have to back it off. Tyler, though, he's running well. Can he hold on to it? Almost a second lead over Autumn.
Gaining 0.4 of a second in the last lap, just about. That car is on rails right now with coming to 10 laps to go. He doesn't want a caution right now either. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh.
Something occurred in the rear. I do not know why the yellow's out, but that changes everything. With 10 laps to go, Tyler just wanted to cruise to his easy victory, and that didn't happen. The yellow is out, and now it's going to re-rack these guys for another restart.
The good news for Tyler right now is that he's been so good on the restarts and has been able to put such a big gap over everybody through the restart zone and after the start-finish line So that's his advantage right now. But if he gets a bad restart, all it takes is 1 second late in that restart zone to fire and the guy at the inside to get a good restart as well to match his speed entering turn 1. That's how he could lose that race so far on this restart.
Yeah, honestly, this is gonna be interesting. This restart. I mean, Ryan's so good here, man, but Tyler is just so good on the short runs. So I wouldn't be surprised if that 28 car still hangs on to it for the victory. It's all about that restart, man. That restart jump's gonna be the game winner. Well, let's take our late race picks and see who's going to get it done. Gavin, I'll let you go first. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I think Tyler's going to hang on and do it. Mentioned how good he is on the restarts with just a handful of laps left once we go back green. I think he's going to get that great jump once again that he always gets on the starts, and I think he's going to cruise to victory. Because all it takes is another slide by the 33 or another mistake by the 98 to happen right behind him, and he is automatically that far in front of the next cars behind him.
Oh, wait a minute. We have pit stops going on. Oh, they're all going to stay out, all faking it. They all fake each other. And lights are off. Should be off this time by.
I'm curious to see what Blake has for this battle in the end. We saw him fall back on that restart as well of positions. Now he's going to restart in 4th with a handful of laps left. What does he have to go for the win?
Yeah, I don't know what Blake has, but actually, I'm going to go Blake to win this thing. I think Blake is going to just have a great restart somehow, and he's just going to clear that number 33 or that number 98 is going to get loose. So I think Blake's got a great shot to go out there and win this one. He's been winless since Texas of last year, so he's looking to get it done tonight.
It's all, you mentioned it before, it's all going to come down to this restart. There is so much pressure on all of these drivers to be as perfect as they can getting up through the gears and entering turn 1. Because once you get to turn 1, you find out what you really have. If you have already fallen back, got a bad restart, you'll know that by turn 1. But you anticipating that moment of launching on this restart is so crucial to know who's going to launch first.
Just don't mess up. If that number 28 spins the tires, we saw earlier, though, we saw Tyler kind of get held up there by Swartz, of course, but we saw earlier how much Blake and Ryan got a great restart. They were pushed each other, so we're probably going to go back green next time by with about 8 laps to go. Or about 7, actually, at the line. Not this time, but next time by, we're going to have 7 laps to go. Going to be a good one.
It's a sprint to the finish. It's a sprint to the finish. Everything that has happened so far in this race, throw it out the window. Just like last week, it's all going to come down to these next 7 laps to crown a winner here in Michigan.
You just got to re-rack it. Anything that happened before, just don't let it happen again. You know, you could just feel the intensity of these guys. Willie and Meyer are going to get his lap back, but you could just feel the intensity of these guys right now. The nervousness. Tyler wanting to win yet another race of the season. Ryan trying to go 6 for 7 at Michigan. Autumn trying to get another win since the Daytona 500. And then Blake Garcia trying to win since the first time since Texas. I think it's going to be settled between these 4. I've got Blake. You've got Tyler. Let's see if Ryan and Autumn are going to prove us wrong. Or if one of our picks are going to be correct.
I think it's going to be all hell breaking loose on this restart. I think everybody's going to throw everything they have at this restart to try and take that win away. But here's the thing to remember. It is not an overtime restart, 2 laps to go. They have time if they make a mistake on this restart. Coming to 7 to go on the restart here. If a mistake happens in turn 1, you have time to rebuild. So it's so important if a mistake does happen not to overdrive the car like we've seen Ryan get so loose off turn 2 a couple of laps in a row. He cannot keep doing that if he wants to win this race. He needs a great launch on this restart, and then he needs to be consistent to match Tyler's speed.
Do not overthink it. That's the key thing to keep in mind. Don't overthink it. Just get a great launch and get it back going. It's going to be Tyler McDonald, a Texas Heat Racing Toyota, with Autumn on the outside of the number 98 Ford Mustang. Dark horse. Let's get this one back going. Pace cars, hard left on a pit road. 7 laps to go at the line. Let's get it back going. We're green flag once again from Michigan. Great jump from the 28, but not as large as a jump as restarts past.
Yeah, Ryan got up there, gave him a big shove, entering the restart zone on the start-finish line. Ryan's going to match his speed into turn 1, going to go to his inside and try and take that lead away. Half a car length separates 1 and 2 as they make their way through 1 and 2.
We heard from Blake earlier. He can now run the bottom. Autumn's in the wall. Currently, down the back straightaway, though. This is probably going to be the fight for the win. Autumn's going to check up pretty bad now as Blake's going to try to get back into the battle for the win. But it's all on Ryan and Tyler. Who's going to get it done? Best friends off the track. Best friends off the track. Bitter rivals on it. And right now, whoa, there goes Blake all the way to the inside. 6 to go.
And he's got the most draft out of anybody in the top 3 right now. He's lagging back a little bit behind them, 0.6 of a second. But Ryan, you see him right in the tire tracks of the 28 of Tyler McDonald. He's trying to get as much of a draft as he can through these straightaways.
Yeah, draft is going to be very, very important. Do not wreck yourself here, though. Keep that in mind. 6 to go still. You still have time if you're Garcia. Don't push it too hard. He's closing in. You see the 07. He's getting closer. And the Microsoft Windows Mobile, he's running that 3rd lane all the way up close to the wall, as close as you want to get here in Michigan. But Tyler slowly but surely inching away from Ryan down the front straightaway.
Yes, he is. That is something I did not expect, especially Ryan with the draft that he gets. Tyler pulling away. He's going to try to hang on to it for just a handful of laps more. But through 1 and 2 now, Blake closing back into Ryan.
Ryan, do not wreck yourself, buddy. You got to keep the car straight. He's going to keep it straight. And now Blake's drafting to him. But it's all on Tyler McDonald to defend himself against these guys. Blake to the inside. Is he going to make the move? He's going to try to make it work all the way on the bottom. Can he send it? Hell.
He's going to get by him right there on the front stretch. The 33 going to come down, try to side draft. That'll allow the 28 to pull away farther with just 4 laps to go now at the start-finish line. Still side by side for second. Blake with the advantage into turn 1. He's going to take it. Now, what does he have to match Tyler McDonald through 1 and 2?
4 laps to go at Michigan. Oh, Ryan's way up the track. He'll get loose. Now, can Blake track down the 28? It's been so long since he's won here in Goatco. What does he have for the 28 cars? Ryan going to make a move for second. Blake's in that 3rd lane. He's in the tire tracks. Can he do it? Off 4. Gonna get a run. Ryan's not going to be able to complete the pass. It's all about locking the frick in, and Garcia has got to get a draft and got to get a run on the 28 car.
You see that on the ticker on the side of the screen, the gap back to second place. Blake down the front stretch closed in big time after running the high side through 3 and 4. Stayed in the draft for the 28, and now he is within 3 car lengths off turn 2, heading down the back stretch. Under 0.2 of a second separates 1 and 2.
Alrighty, here we go. 3 laps to go. The 07. He's going to make a move to the inside. What will he do? No, he's not. He's going to fake him. Tyler's going to come down, come out of his lane. Garcia's right on the back bumper. Here we go. Off 4. Will he make a move? No, he won't. Blake's going to track him down. Tyler's breaking the draft. 2 to go at Michigan.
Blake almost got to the inside right there. He's right to the bumper of the 28. Entering turn 1, he peels off once again, goes to the low side, and paints that yellow line through 1 and 2. He's got the nose in front, but can he hang it off turn 2? Tyler on the outside line, going to slide up just to the outside wall, but it's not enough for Blake.
The outside line is dominant here into 3 and 4. Go ahead.
Again, Blake to the inside. Tried to make a thing there. He got a little bit loose through 3 and 4. Tyler going to carry on with the lead, and here comes Ryan. He goes right back into this battle as they come to the white flag here in Michigan.
One more time around. Here comes Garcia. Can he make a move on the 28 into 1 and 2? He's going to run the outside. He's going to run the inside. Tyler's going to run the inside. What is he doing? Blake, he came with the preferred line. Blake's going to have a run off too. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the 07. He's got the run. Can he make it stick? Ryan's going to make a move now. He's drafted the 07 into 3 and 4 for the final time. Can Blake make it stick? Or will Tyler get the run off the bottom? It's going to be a drag race. Here they come. Off turn 4. Garcia and Tyler to the line. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Blake Garcia. He finally gets it done here in the Goatco Cup Series once again. Blake gets it done, baby. Wow, what a finish. Let's go. Dang, that's crazy.
Unreal finish.
Wow.
I'm speechless right now. What a battle to end this race.
He did it. That's crazy.
For the first time since Texas a season ago, he's a winner once again in Goatco in Michigan. Unbelievable way to end this race.
Wow, I don't know. I haven't seen him win in so long. It's crazy to see. Look at this race winner. This is crazy, honestly. Race winner for Blake Garcia. He gets it done. He's gonna burn it down to the grass here in Michigan. What a race win, man! Oh my gosh, I gotta pull him into the booth. Blake, you did it, man! You got it. You won! That's impressive. That was a great restart. That was amazing.
Thank you. Give me a second here. I want to burn this thing out and actually enjoy this. I have so much to say from that last run. Where do you want me to start?
The restart. You just had a great restart for one.
So I had a great restart, and then I can't remember what restart it was. I don't know this. So there's 2 restarts, and one of them, Autumn got loose and Ryan stopped, and then I hit the brakes, and my brake thing is so freaking broken that it basically slid my tires. I hit the wall, broke a toe link, and I lost all my position. And then I caught Blaney back. Okay, yeah, now it's making sense. And then we got that caution. Okay. So yeah, we got that restart, and I knew if I get around Autumn, I'd have a chance to win. And so when I got around Autumn, I felt there's the car, and it hooked up in 3, and I was like, all right, I won. I knew I won, and I screwed up. I got really loose, and you go back and rewatch my stream, and I told Cooper I almost cussed because I thought I killed my race. I was like, I'm done. I thought I wore my tires, and I was like, I'm not gonna win. There's no way. And then I just started running him back down. I was like, all right, if I get to Ryan, I know I'm faster than Tyler. I was more worried about Ryan. And then, yeah. And I didn't want to go to the bottom entering 1 because I was like, let me go to the top. Because I figured he was going to protect the bottom. And I was like, if I go to the top, I'm going to gas it. And I'm going to hope these next-gen cars don't suck as bad as they usually do. And it did it.
We saw you at that restart there, man. You got a great one. And then you, for whatever will baffle me to this forever, is Tyler gave you the outside in 1 and 2 and allowed you to pull up dead even down the back straightaway. Then at that point, it was over and you got the win. You'll have to go back and rewatch the stream because I absolutely lost my crap watching you win.
I will.
It was probably that was probably the best race I've watched all around. Great finish, amazing racing, and we got an underdog winner to finally get it done once again. Congratulations, man, on your victory.
Thank you. Hey, real quick, I want you to pull Ryan in here. Because I don't know if he's...
Hi, Ryan.
Oh, not now. I mean, interview him.
Oh, yes.
Bye,
Ryan.
chat.
Ryan, man, you almost got it done. What did you need to compete there with the 07 and the 28 there at the end?
Just not getting as loose, man. It was a handful that last run, but all in all, I had a run on the back stretch, but I decided to go to the bottom because I thought they were both going to slide up, but I should have just committed with Blake and stay at the top side and maybe diamond it low. I have no idea, but all in all, it was a fun race. P3, can't complain. So I gained 1 point on Tyler, so that's fun.
Yes. Your bid for
Anything helps, I guess.
Yeah, your bid for the regular season championship is continuing. So, yeah, man.
But
you had a great run tonight, honestly. I want to thank you for putting on a show. That was amazing there at the end. Good luck next week, man.
thank you.
Final interview for the night. That's going to be Tyler McDonald. Tyler Miscraft, man.
Hi.
I never thought I'd see the day where you get beat by your teammate. That was insane. Dead even. Garcia had it. And we've talked about this, where Garcia gets nervous at the end of these races. He was cool, calm, and collected, and he got to your outside and he won the race, man. I know I'm talking a lot about a teammate, but you had a great run today. Stage number 1, man. How do you feel just coming up just short?
Great race. It was a lot of fun. This is a fun race tonight. We had the right strategy going into the last stage, pitting with a few laps left to stage 2 and then staying out. If that went green, we would have been 10 seconds ahead of everyone. But that last run, though, after the last green flag, I don't know what happened, but the car just started pushing so tight. And then I saw Blake coming, and he was just telling me about his tire pressure stuff. So, but I saw him coming, and I saw him working the top, and throughout practice and testing we did all day today, he was just able to figure out something on that top side, and well, it went out to work for him today. A great run. He really needed to win. Kept it clean. We didn't wreck, so fun battle. It was a lot of fun race.
Yeah, definitely a fun race. I'm gonna point this out now. Tonight was probably the most I've ever lost my crap commentating a Goatco race at those final 2 laps. You have to go back and watch it. It's crazy, but I want to thank you for putting on a show, man. It was a great watching that battle at the beginning of stage 2, and then stage 3 was even better at the checkered flag. Thank you, Ben.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
That was fun. Gavin Beers, any parting words?
That was awesome. That was one of the greatest races I've seen in Goatco. So many good battles throughout the whole entire day. That battle to the finish was so good between those 3 drivers who separated themselves. Blake able to win for the first time this season. Unreal.
Unreal indeed. I want to thank every single one of you for watching and supporting the streams. I'm Speak Up Style Motion. That's Gavin Beers 12. Check us out on YouTube, everybody. We make NASCAR style motion sometimes. Thank you all for watching.